It's a battle of the Longhorns here on the Oklahoma Sports Network as district play continues for your Jones Longhorns. On the road this week, playing against 5-2 Chisolm. This should be a big-time battle in the district. Two teams with only a couple of losses looking to improve that resume as we get closer and closer to playoff time.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little tough to hear with the wind in our ear. Pretty fun little atmosphere up here. Chisolm, nothing but flat land. You got two, like you said, Longhorn teams ready to battle out. This is a big-time game for playoff implications as far as seeding goes, with anywhere from going from second, third, to fourth place with our loss to Millwood. So I'm really intrigued to kind of see how tonight rolls out. Chisolm does a lot of good things on offense that I think are pretty tough to defend. They do a lot of things on defense that's tough to defend. So excited to watch.
You mentioned to me earlier today that they've got a pretty good running back is something to look out for, and there's been a few teams in a row with good running back play that the Longhorns have had to face.
Yeah, they've got a good running back. They run a lot of schemes to get him outside. They run pin and pull. They'll run outside zone. But they also run a lot of inside schemes with counter, power, zone. And so they really do a nice job with the running back, utilizing him, but also their quarterback and the receivers. You're going to see them in empty quite a bit. You'll see their quarterback run it quite a bit. You'll see them air it out a lot. So they're pretty multiple. As a defensive guy, it's tough to defend. It really is, because they try to find matchups and they try to pick you apart with that. But I think if you stay sound with your rules, especially linebackers, safeties-wise, you'll be all right.
So it's the Jones Longhorns at the Chisolm Longhorns. A trip for Jones, but as always, have a good amount of fans here. They travel well. Should be a really fun matchup. And we will take a short break and then be back with some more keys to this game on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success.
Can you hear it?
And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Maybe to open it up, right?
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network as we're here just before the game is about to start. And Jones, only a few more games left. We're getting towards that latter part of the schedule, and they're at 4-2 right now, trying to pick up a win here tonight against a tough Chisolm team. What does Jones need to do the rest of this season to get where they want to be come playoff time?
I think a big thing, and you'll hear every coach say this, is correct your mistakes. It gets to this point in time to where everyone's got successful plays. Everyone's got things that they rely on. And so I think with us, offensively and defensively, we've got to be able to have something that we can hang our hat on. And offensively, I know we have, really good passing game. I know we've got a running game that's coming along well, but it's continuing that. You've got Chisolm, is a tough game. You've got Mount St. Mary's, who's much improved, I believe, next week. You have Blackwell, and then I think that's it. And so you've got three teams that are all looking for playoff spots. They're all trying to get in that fourth spot, third spot. But tonight's game is really going to set a big, big precedent on who's going to be where in the playoffs for our district. So, like I said, I think the big thing tonight, next week, week following, is just doing what we do and being successful with it. Don't worry about them. Chisolm's going to make plays. We're going to make plays. But can you limit your mistakes? I think is going to be a big key for us.
Very interesting part of the schedule that you mentioned there. Jones has Chisolm today, and then next week they're on the road again at Mount St. Mary's, and then they finish up at home against Blackwell, like you mentioned. But Chisolm also has Mount St. Mary and Blackwell on their schedule. So it's kind of interesting there. Things could really shake up in these last few weeks.
Yeah, and I completely forgot one game, which is another big game, is Oklahoma Christian, OCS. We saw them at our scrimmage. Didn't get to go against them, but we saw them, and that will be our senior night, and then we'll be at Blackwell week 10, so that's my fault. But first tonight we just got to take care of business, establish a good running game. I think if we can do that, if you guys can't tell or hear, I bet we've got a 25 to 30 mile per hour wind out of the south. Okay, so it's going across the field, and that's going to play a big role in tonight's game as far as throwing the ball, kicking the ball. And so I think who can, limit mistakes running or kicking and throwing will have way more success tonight. So, it's exciting. It's one of those games where, you just kind of watch and see how it's going to unfold. I think whoever has more rushing yards tonight is probably going to be the winner. So we'll see what happens.
As a coach, when it is windy like this, do you have to edit or minimize your playbook to have less passes because of how much it affects it?
Yes and no. It's one of those things where you don't want to come out and completely limit yourself to where you're just running the football, but I think you've got to be smart about what you call offensively as far as pass plays down the field. You don't want to have a bunch of pass plays where you're trying to air it out 50, 60 yards because that ball will float quite a bit. But your more intermediate, short routes, that stuff typically doesn't get affected very much. Kicking game, it does affect the kicking game quite a bit. Now, if you're on kickoff and you're a team that likes to kick it high up, a little pooch kick, that's going to affect the return team, because now they've got to try to play a ball that's, 20, 30 feet in the air, and that wind is pushing it every which direction, and, they've got to try to field it. And so that makes it tough on them. For us on return, big thing is, just getting underneath the ball and making sure you're good.
We want to step away and take another break and be back with more of the pregame show on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Well, it's a classic night for football here at Chisolm. It's getting a little chilly. It's plenty of wind, as you mentioned earlier. And, we've had some 90-degree football games throughout the season, but this is finally really what football is all about. night like tonight.
Yeah, when it gets to being cooler weather, you're getting close to the playoffs, and that's what every team strives for. And then eventually from the playoffs, you want to get to the state championship game. And so, excitement's getting in the air. You're getting, seniors who are getting close to playing their last football game. And it's exciting. I mean, I'm pretty pumped up for it. I know these kids are pumped up for it. I know the fans are pumped up for it.
So going back and circling back to some of the key players for Chisolm, we mentioned the running back, number 22, Malachi Bennett, but who are some guys on the defensive side that you think could play a factor?
Someone that kind of stood out on film to me was number 17, Colin McVeigh, 10th grader. He's a kid that, you'll see him walked up on the edge. He's a linebacker type kid. He rushes rushes off the ball really well. Pretty physical kid. You'll see him, run down from the backside, make a lot of plays. He's a kid, in my opinion, that if Jones can block him, they'll neutralize a lot of, potential protection bust, because he's that extra guy that, they just try to let him get back there and go. Another one is going to be number 44, Easton John. Last year I remember him, very high motor, really good with his hands, ran to the ball well. I know they're going to lean on him pretty heavily as a senior this year. So they've got, especially from last year's team, they've got quite a few returners. And I know they're pretty excited about those kids. And I know, the Jones coaches were highlighting some of those kids on, who could have an impact and who we need to try to eliminate, as quickly as can.
Coin toss going on at midfield, and the coin toss is brought to you by Revitalize Implants. Restore your smile for less with outstanding care, comfort, and affordability. They are dedicated to providing modern, cost-effective dental implant solutions to fit any budget. Call to set up an appointment at 405-216-3735 or visit them online at revitalizeimplants.com. Just moments away from kickoff here at Chisolm. We understand we're having some technical difficulties, and we're doing our best to work through those as we go along. But it should be a really fun matchup. Again, two teams looking to make noise in the playoffs, and this is an important game towards the end of the season. Both teams about to head through their inflatable tunnels and start one with something. We'll just start here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and take one last break and then be back with kickoff on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network as the teams are about to come out and take the field. Any final thoughts going into this matchup? The keys to the game for Jones to be able to beat a team as good as Chisolm?
I think tonight, and you hear this a lot, football lingo, is turnover battle. Can we eliminate turnovers and not allow that to happen? Defensively, Chisolm lives off the big play. You can't allow them to have a big touchdown pass or touchdown run. If we can eliminate turnovers and stop their, long, explosive plays, I think Jones has got a really good chance tonight.
Each team takes the field here in Chisolm. Again, a chilly, windy night. It's football weather. And should have a great game on our hands. Jones in the away whites, green pants, and green numbers. And Chisolm in their home baby blues with red numbering and lettering. We're going to do our best to fix these camera issues. But in the meantime, we'll do our best to describe the action for you.
Yeah, it's tough.
I have to go back to my radio roots a little bit, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'd be fine. We out here in Chisolm, Oklahoma, they don't have great reception for our Verizon hot box, which makes it tough, and their Wi-Fi doesn't work out here very well. So we're going to try the best we can. You know, like what we said, if we have to do a radio broadcast, that's fine too. That'll be all right.
Chisolm will receive the opening kickoff. Jones sets to kick it away. And the freshman kicker, Colson Lindsay, will do the honors as he's been doing pretty much all season. Our first chance here to see how the wind affects things on a kickoff. Looks like Jake Anderson back to return for Chisolm. Still waiting on the opening whistle to signal the kickoff here. Trying to get the tarps or the tunnels folded up here, it looks like. And now we will go away with Colson Lindsay's opening kick.
Good kick.
Line drive straight up the middle on one bounce. Anderson takes it, tries for a turn. He's up to the 20, cuts it back to the left side. And we drove down by Eli DeBusk, who's been playing well on special teams all year, just short of the 30-yard line. See Eli DeBusk on special teams, and you can just see that he's got a lot of his brother in him.
Yeah, he does. You know, it hurt, you know, having him hurt last week wasn't ideal, but having him back this week I know is a big deal. So excited. You know, looking here, it looks like Chisholm's going to be in what they call 20 personnel. So you got an H-back inside, you got two receivers on the far side, and the running back same side. So, you know, what I would look here is possible run back to us or power to that same side.
Kelson Hamilton is the
Buck
quarterback, and he's going to hand off to the running back up the middle. Nice gain up near the 40-yard line, and that was Malachi Bennett, who we talked about a lot in the open. So a nice first down gain for Chisolm. And it will actually move the sticks. Was able to get to the first down marker. They're at the 39-yard line after one play.
Counter.
Another run to Bennett the other way up the middle. Gets up to about the 45.
Yeah, so, you know, looking at this defensively, we're kind of giving them what they're wanting. You know, they're moving the H-back. That H-back is the key to this offense. If him and the running back are on the same side, you got counter and power to that side.
Two receivers to each side of the formation here. Hamilton tries a hard count. Doesn't get any jump. Turns to his bench for the final play call. Readjusts at the line. Bennett is running back at his left hip. Now he's still trying to get confirmation from his coaches, and looks like Chisolm's going to have to take an early timeout here. Less than a minute underway, 11:03. Chisolm takes their first timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 2nd and 4 for the 45. Hamilton, the quarterback, is going to take it up the middle himself. It's going to be brought down for a minimal gain and short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and about 1 or 2. Hamilton tried to scramble almost immediately there.
All right, so here they are back in H-back, same side. Watch counter or power right here.
It's 3rd and 2. Bennett the back. And that H-back you've been talking about, that's Jace Henai.
Okay, so they're opposite. Watch pin and pull up to the top. Pass protection, go fit.
Swings
God,
it
we are
outside to
short.
Anderson, and he's going to have the first down all the way up to the Jones 45.
Yeah, they caught us right there. We had our safety at about 10 to 15 yards off the number 2 receiver, which that's just an easy pitch and catch for them. You know, we had some confusion. We didn't have our outside linebacker splitting the difference, something.
H-back back in there again.
Power.
Hamilton will hand off to Bennett. Looking for the outside, breaks the tackle, and 40. We'll see if they mark him 39 or 40 for sure, though. And they do mark him at the 39. So not much on that first down run. Chisolm with their opening drive here, 9:40 to go in the first quarter. Brought to you by Valor Physical Therapy in Choctaw. Steady dose of the run and just one swing pass outside that ended up like a run that picked up the first down for him. Another handoff to Bennett up the gut. Templeton the first to give him contact, but he's still fighting and pushing, trying to gain some more yardage, and he gets across the 35. So it looks like they will move the chains with that run. So that extra push from his offensive lineman and Bennett being able to stay strong on his feet picked up the first down.
Yeah, Chisolm's had a pretty good little first drive here. They've been able to run the ball at will, been able to throw the ball up top, get some room, counter.
Bennett to the outside on the left again, trying to look for the edge, and picks up a few yards on first down. Safety Carlos Hardiman up to make the tackle, but a 9-yard gain on first down for Chisolm. Bennett's another one of those running backs you see that seems to break first contact most of the time. He'll get another carry this time up the gut. He's met in the hole. Mason Templeton, the outside linebacker, trying to push him back. But again, Bennett able to stay on his feet. Ball comes out at the end, but they'll rule him down, or his forward momentum stop. Now it's just about the spot.
Yeah, they're playing pretty consistent to what they've been doing the whole time. You know, H-back and running back same side. You're either getting power on that side or counter away. If the H-back and running back are opposite, you're typically getting what we call pin and pull, which is a little bit more of your outside run where they'll pull 2 guards. They've been pretty consistent in that. And so, you know, defensively, I know that's what there's been a lot of work on. We gotta clean this up. They're blocking us.
Bennett to the outside again and picks up another good bit of yardage, and then a flag flies in late, seemingly at the end of the play. We'll check the marker, but Bennett again gets to the outside, breaks first contact, and picks up good yardage. It's going to be a personal foul, it looks like, against Jones. That'll move them even further up into the red for Chisolm. And it's not a complicated scheme, but you know, they're running it the way they want to run it, and they're picking up good yardage every time here.
Well, and it's one of those things, you work it all week, and then you get to the game, and you know, kids' eyes will be in the wrong place, or they're not lined up correctly, and you know, it's one of those things where sometimes you got to get these kids to settle down and play.
That's how the running back trips over his own fallen offensive lineman. I believe that was Jagger Lohman on the carry. Tripped over his own teammate. Was able to get back to about the line of scrimmage. It's goal to go here. Chisolm trying to get the right personnel in. 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. Bennett in the backfield at the right hip of Hamilton. For second and goal, hand off to Hamilton, up the middle. Picks up good yardage to the 5, and a flag flies in.
Man, that'll be an important flag. If we can get them for holding here, that'll be a pretty significant play for us.
Flag came from the side judge. He was looking right down the line of scrimmage. And it is going to be a hold. So that'll back him up. Jones catches a break there. So that'll back him up, and it'll be 2nd and goal, but from a much farther distance. See if Jones can hold strong here after they've given up some yardage here on this first drive, but they've bend. Well, let's see if they break or not. 2nd and goal from the 19. Hamilton tries a hard count.
Oh, that's.
And gets it to work, so they'll get 5 of those yards lost on the hold back. Make it 2nd and goal from the 15. So far this drive has been all Malachi Bennett. They've had one pass from Kelson Hamilton that did pick up a key first down for him. Swung it outside to Jake Anderson, who had plenty of room with the Jones DBs playing off. 7:15 to go here in the first quarter, brought to you by Valor Physical Therapy and Choctaw. Hamilton looking to pass this time, looking towards the left side. Fires for the end zone, incomplete.
And we would have had that picked.
Couple of Jones defenders in the area. So that'll make it 3rd and goal from the 15.
You know, kind of looking at that pass right there, it started to sail on that quarterback, and you could tell it started to just hang up there in the air. And so looking at our defensive backs, we had 2 kids be able to make a play. You had Creighton Jones break on it, and you had Carlos Hardiman that, you know, I think probably would have picked it off if we didn't tip it away already. So credit to both of those guys on their coverage.
Well, big opportunity here for Jones to hold strong and force a field goal in this tough wind. On 3rd and goal from the 15. First, the referees stop play for a second, and now they'll restart it. See what Chisolm draws up here. Only thrown 2 passes this drive, including the previous incompletion. Hamilton fakes a handoff, throws to the right side.
Good job, Eli DeBusk.
But DeBusk right there to slam him down. That was Brandon Taylor on the catch, but he had nowhere to go.
You know, that was a great job. Eli DeBusk, you know, shuffled his feet and didn't bite on the play action over there to the left. And Chisolm was setting up a screen to the right, and he beat the blocker and, man, made a great play. And this is exactly where you want them. You know, it's 4th and 15 on the 15-yard line. But because of this wind, you don't want to try a long field goal because it's going to push it out. So, you know, big play.
Going to have to go for it, and they need to get all the way to the end zone. Hamilton looking to the pass, looking to the left side. Now has to drive out left away from pressure.
Knock it down.
It's caught.
No way.
In the corner. Did he break the plane, though?
I think they're saying he's going to say he's short.
He caught it right at the pylon, but he spun around, and he might have stepped out.
It's a big play right here.
The ball broke the plane. They'll have a discussion about it. It's another pass that looked like it just stayed up there forever, but found its way into the hands of a Chisolm receiver. A couple of referees over there having a discussion over this. It's absolutely a huge play, even this early in the game.
I think he's short. No!
After the discussion, they rule it a touchdown for Chisolm. So from 4th and goal from the 15, they're able to score with a pass from Kelson Hamilton.
You know, that's so frustrating. That really is. But in that situation, you can't give up a 20-yard touchdown pass. You can't. I mean, that's what puts you in a bind. And here they go, you know, with a odd set for their 2-point conversion, trying to get us confused. They're trying to catch numbers. We're matched up.
Hamilton rolls it outright, fires into the end zone, and it is caught. Completed to Henai for the 2-point conversion. So Chisolm strikes first with a nice long opening drive. They lead 8-0. Jones with their first chance to answer when we come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal you.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Chisolm struck first with a touchdown on 4th and goal from the 15 and a 2-point conversion. So they lead 8-0, and Jones will get the ball for the first time in this game with 6:16 to go in the first quarter, brought to you by Valor Physical Therapy in Choctaw. Chase Pitts catches the kickoff and gets it all the way up near the 45-yard line. It was a short kick near the sideline, and Pitts made one move and showed off his speed. So we'll see what Jones draws up. It was a heavy run for Chisolm, but then they finished the drive off with the pass.
Yep. And I think, offensively, I think it's important for our kids to understand, hey, it is the first drive of the first quarter. We don't have to get it all back right here on the first play. Get down there, let's sustain a drive, let's move the ball, and we'll be just fine. Getting a 3-4 look, here comes 17 down here on the bottom. Exactly what we think.
Mason Hansen immediately rolls out right on a boot, fires, and has Chase Pitts across the 50. Nice pickup on first down.
Yep.
Early on in the season, Jones aired it out, like to try to air it out to guys like Pitts and Trayton Jones, but as the season's gone on, they've been using a lot more of those horizontal passes. I think you can maybe get away with those in this win.
Well, and, you look throughout the season, teams prepare for a lot of that stuff, and so different ways you can present things will benefit your team, dramatically.
2nd and 4 from the 49. Harris in motion to the right side. Hansen instead fires left to Trayton Jones with a screen set up. He's got a first down and more to the 40 and across it. Trayton Jones, who's been a rock all season for Asen Hansen, picks up another first down.
Very nice. Had good blocks out there at receiver. Trayton Jones, kid, I can't say enough good things about him this year. He's done an outstanding job at receiver. He blocks well, and you just get so happy for the young man when he's able to make a good play, just like what we saw right there. And he's made a lot of good plays this year.
This kid with size, some speed, plays wide receiver, plays some defense, can punt really well. Got a lot of skill sets. Cale Clark across the formation, now in an H-back. Dropping back is Hansen. Now he'll step up away from pressure. Trying to get to the outside. Fires has Chase Pitts wide open. A flag flies in at the end as Chase Pitts steps out of bounds around the 30.
Chase Pitts, we need that flag down.
We'll check this marker. It was over near where Pitts caught the ball. Referees discussing this one. Early on, interesting to see the kind of contrast where Chisolm went with a run a lot, and so far it's been all pass for Jones.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to call here. I can't tell if we were blocking downfield and we threw the ball past the line of scrimmage. Or if they're I'm not exactly sure.
I think Hansen may have been across the 40-yard line there. We'll have to see. But the flag was thrown from later in the play and farther away. Either way, it looks like Jones is being backed up here. Looks like offensive pass interference.
Yeah, so I think what happened was while Asen's, scrambling, we had a receiver downfield blocking, and we threw it past the line of scrimmage. So they're going to call that offensive pass interference because, that's just what the rule is.
So that'll back Jones up a little bit here, but they've run a couple of nice plays, so you got to make sure not to lose your head with one penalty. Just try to go back and do exactly what you've been doing.
You got twins. Here comes 17 off the edge with the middle. There you go.
Quick pass out to Trayton Jones. He's across the 50 and to the Chisolm 45.
Good. Little hitch route right there. Something quick. Chisholm's doing something. They're rolling what we call their safeties down. If we're on the boundary, they're giving them a call where that number 5, he's going to come down and play over number 2. Number 17 is going to come off the edge, and 21 plays middle of the field. That's an adjustment they make out of their too high safety look.
2nd and 18 from the 45 here. Hansen looking to pass again. Throws right side. Has Carlos Hardiman. And he gets up near the 35. So just picking it up. Now it'll be a 3rd down and around 7.
Yeah, I think, credit to offensive line, good protection right there. Credit to the receivers. It's not easy catching the ball with it being this windy. Credit to Asen for being able to get it there. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I think offense is clicking. We knock away the penalties. They've done a pretty solid job.
Make it 3rd and 6 for Jones here. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 alone at the top. Hansen will fire that way. It's Chase Pitts. He's hit immediately as he catches it. We'll have to see where the spot is.
Yeah, he should have the first.
And he does have the first down, so that'll set the chain. So had a nice pickup, got brought back for a penalty. They didn't panic. 3 nice and easy passes, picks up the chains anyway.
Yeah, I think Asen's done a really nice job of, taking what's given to him by the defense. Not forcing anything. He's letting the game come to him, and I think that's a really big thing. One high safety.
Dakota Harris in the backfield with Hansen. He'll run a route. Hansen steps up away from pressure, but is going to be brought down. He's going to be sacked.
Yeah, we didn't.
It's Trevor Haas, another guy you had mentioned to me earlier today, is a guy to look out for on defense.
Yeah, he gave us a little quick move with his hands, and we didn't move our feet very well at tackle in either spot. And both defensive ends were able to rush upfield and turn the corner on us.
Cruz Cranford checks into the game on offense. He had a rushing touchdown last week at home. So he'll line up at a tight end spot. 2nd and 11, a loss of 1 on the sack. And a handoff to Dakota Harris trying to get to the outside. And make that Kel Clark. He's got the edge, still on his feet, spinning around, and is dropped down inside the 5 with a late penalty. Yeah,
that may be a late hit right there. Very nice job by Kel. The timing on that was good. I was worried he was going to cut up inside because he kind of made a quick vertical step, but he did a nice job reading Dakota's block and kept riding the wave all the way out. That was a nice play.
And I think they've used him in that kind of slot spot, bringing him across the formation a lot last week, and we see it again here this week. As a guy that likes to bounce it outside anyway, here you design a way for him to do that.
Well, and I think you look at the kid, and he has so much speed about him. I think the coaches sat there and said, okay, well, instead of us, beating our head against the wall on trying to get him to run inside, let's get him out. That's where he's really good at. It's tough for people to try to tackle him. And as you can see right there, he had a lot of speed to get to the edge and almost scored.
2:52 to go in the first quarter. And it's 1st and goal from the 6 for Jones. The Chisolm Longhorns scored on their opening drive. The Jones Longhorns trying to answer the call. Harris at the right hip of Hansen. 1 receiver to the left, that's Jones. 2 to the right. Hand off to Harris, up the gut, trying to show the power.
Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Very
Dakota
nice.
Harris. Jones answers.
Very nice. I thought that was a good drive. I thought, we took what Chisolm gave us defensively, and we just made the easy plays. We didn't try to make an extraordinary play, every single time. We just did the easy things. We did them correctly, and we're able to move the ball and score. That's offensively, that's what you want.
Jones answered the touchdown, now trying to answer the 2-point conversion. Hansen looking to get outside. Now he'll just toss it in.
He's got it.
And it is a catch. 2-point
Very
conversion
nice.
Confirmed, and the Jones Longhorns tie it up 8-8. 2:44 left to go in the first quarter so far. It has been as advertised. 8-8 tie. We'll be back with more on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Long touchdown drive with a lot of passing involved for the Jones Longhorns, and it was capped off by Coda Harris, 6-yard rushing touchdown. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Bring you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. They're proud supporters of Jones Athletics. 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check them out on social media or just stop in and say hi.
Yeah, and guys, like what we said before, we apologize about the stream. You know, we're up here where there's not a whole lot of internet to be had, so just bear with us. We're hoping it gets better as we go along.
Chisolm returner is across the 30, but then dropped, so their drive will start from around the 32, 33-yard line. They scored on their opening drive, got the 2-point conversion, but then Jones answered with the same, but they were, really contrasting drives. It was Chisolm, run, finished off with a pass, and for Jones, it was pass, finished off with the Coda Harris run.
Yeah, so we'll see what the adjustments are. Defensively, I know there were some things they were definitely watching on the sideline, and I know they're going to try to correct this stuff right here, so I'm intrigued to see how this works. You got the running back, H-back on the same side, so I think you got to watch out for power to that side or counter away from it. Got counter.
Handoff up the middle and a lot of room. A first down run again for Malachi Bennett.
Yeah, they're moving us up front. They on the front side of counter, what you tell your guys is, hey, you block down, and you have your guard kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage, and they're blocking our kids down pretty easily. So, we'll see what adjustments we make to stop that.
Actually mark him a yard short of the first down, so it's 2nd and 1 from the 41. Hamilton checking with his coaches, readjusts at the line. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Looking to pass, swings it out to the right side for Jake Anderson, and he's going to be dropped immediately. That's Drew Thomas coming in.
Yeah, that's a big play because now you go from, 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. That's a big play. Those yards matter right there. So very nice job by Drew Thomas. That's a big play to be had.
A big loss there. It's 3rd and 5 from the 39. Handoff to Bennett. Up the middle on the left side. He's dropped. He'll be close. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like he's going to be
short.
About a yard or so short of the first down.
And that's why it was so important for Drew Thomas to make that play on the bubble. I mean, that is outstanding. So, 4th down, Chisolm's going to make a pretty important decision.
It's 4th and inches here, less than a full yard.
Let's see if Jones can not jump. There you go.
Well, they went for the hard count again, didn't get the jump. Now they'll look back to the sideline. I imagine they'll go for it with such a short.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout here. They're going to think about it. You got 4th and a yard, but it's on your own 40, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Come back after the timeout to see what happens on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game.
Well, a quick timeout there for Chisolm, and now they set up and punt, but they blow this one dead. They've been running the ball really well. I thought they might go for it, but this early it looks like they're going to play it safe.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Jones played that last run really well for only a 1-yard gain, and it's one of those things, man, if you don't get it, that really sets up our offense in a great spot. So, with this wind, that thing is going to sail over to their sideline.
punt. Drew Thomas catches it, had a lot of nice returns last week. Evades the first defender, but will be dropped right around the 35. And that's where Jones will start their second drive after getting the stop on defense. So they give up 9 yards on first down, but then hunkered down and forced a punt. And we'll see if Jones can take the lead now, their first opportunity to do that in this game. Had the pass working last drive. We'll see what kind of adjustments Chisolm makes. Mason Hansen back out to lead the Jones Longhorns. He's had a great season, still only a junior. He's going to be back next year. Scary to think that he could get even better, as good as he's been this year. Hansen out of the shotgun. Fakes a handoff to Harris, swings it outside.
Get outside, go.
That's Cal Clark looking for the edge. Stiff arms up to the 40 and is drove out of bounds, but good first down yardage, picked up about 5 or 6. Got some extracurriculars on the sideline here, but no flags flown, it looks like.
Yeah, good job by Creighton Jones for getting after number 5 while the play was still going, or number 2. He wasn't happy about it.
2nd and 4 from the 42. Hansen turns, fires to the right, has Chase Pitts, and he is tackled immediately, shoestring tackle. Nice play out there.
We got a block. It is tough to play if you can't block at receiver.
It's Braden Hatchu who came flying in and just got a hand on the shoe of Chase Pitts and was able to string him down.
All right, we got the quarter here.
And it looks like that'll bring it to the end of the first quarter. We'll step away and be back with second quarter action. It's all tied up 8-8 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Second quarter about to begin. Second quarter brought to you by Bank First of Jones. Loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you, member FDIC, Bank First of Jones. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 42 for Jones here to start the second quarter. Now moving left to right. Cal Clark comes across. He'll get the handoff, looking to go outside again. Has a blocker in front of him. It's DeBusk. He got the first down and more down the sideline. Hops over a defender and is inside the Chisolm 45.
Very nice.
And a late flag flies in at the sideline.
Yeah, Chisolm's been getting a little chippy here. I wonder if they had a late hit at the end of the play. You never know, though. When it's on their sideline, they typically call it against the other sideline. So we'll see. Hopefully they didn't call it against us. I know they've been pretty chippy early on, though.
There's another big pickup for Cal Clark, getting him horizontal, using that speed.
Waved off.
They decided to pick up the flag, and, you know, I don't mind when they throw it, they have the discussion, you pick it up, because you can't throw it afterwards. But
yeah, rather that than a missed call or a bad call, so we'll take it.
Jones picks up a first down there, and they're into Chisolm territory. Yeah. Tied up 8-8 with 11:51 to go in the second quarter, and they're looking to take their first lead of the game. This is their second possession with the football. Clark again goes across the formation to the left side. Hansen has a high snap, hands it off to Dakota Harris. Or make that Luke DeBusk. His helmet comes off, but he's still
the whistle.
Fighting. He's across the 40, and flags did fly in.
Yeah, situations like that, they got to blow that whistle pretty quick. If they don't, you risk a serious injury taking place. You know, looking at that play, though, early on, and I don't know if, you know, this stream caught it or not, but Jones up front, especially on that right side, moved Chisolm really well off the ball. Very nice play. I'd look to see, you know, Jones try to run that again here pretty quick.
Still checking the marker here. It is going to be a personal foul face mask on Chisolm. Well, when a helmet flies off like that, there's usually a reason. And so the run got them across the 40, but tack on 15 more and a fresh set of downs. So Jones now knocking on the door of the red zone. The ball will be spotted at the 24. For first and 10. Plenty of Jones fans here tonight made the trip. It's a fair trip, not an hour and a half or more, but Jones travels well to support their team. First and 10 from the 24. Hand off to Cody Harris again, up the middle. Bounces out the first tackler. Bounces off another. He's across the 20.
Had a nice gap right there. You know, one of those things where saw a couple of linemen continuing on to the second level, getting hands on linebackers. That's what you got to have to slow down this defense. Nice job.
Cruz Cranford in there at tight end again for Jones, trying to help out with the blocking. Seen him and both DeBusk in there at that spot. One receiver to the right, two out left. Hansen going quickly here, checking out the line. Harris at his left hip. Chase Pitts across the formation. He'll get the handoff, gets past the defender coming off the edge, gets to the sideline and steps out of bounds, maybe picked up a yard or two. So it'll be a third down and short here for Jones into the red zone. And a night like, as much as you might trust Coastal Lindsay, I don't know how many kicks are going to be made in this game other than the kickoffs.
I tell you what, both teams have had some long drives. I mean, man, we're 10 minutes into the second quarter, or not 10 minutes into it, but we're at the 10-minute mark in the second quarter.
10:46 to go. Third and 1 from the 16. Hand off to Dakota Harris.
Vertical.
Has plenty of room. Still going. Bouncing off defenders. Spinning around. Won't
Get in
go
there.
down. He's inside the 5.
Very nice. Man, very nice job, offensive line. You know, it's one of those things as an offensive lineman, you've got to have continuity up front, got to have these guys ready to play. And, you know, the more reps they get at something, the better they get. And that was a very nice job.
Dakota Harris able to bully his way all the way to the 2-yard line. Now Luke DeBusket running back at the right hip of Hansen. Two receivers set, stacked on top of each other to the right, one receiver to the left. Hand off to DeBusk, up the gut, leaps in
Touchdown.
for a touchdown.
Very nice. You know, I want to give a lot of credit right there to Cruz Cranford. He's been playing a lot of defensive end, and we moved him over to H-back tight end this week, and he's done a phenomenal job. I mean, he's one of those kids, he delivers a blow every time he blocks. And, man, I give him a ton of credit for that drive because he did a lot of great double teams with our tackle. Big credit to Cruz Cranford.
Touchdown makes it 14-8. Jones with their first lead of the game, and it looks like they'll try an extra point here. Again, the wind moving in from the south across the field. Cruz Cranford has to come back out and block for a field goal attempt.
Yep.
A PAT.
Doing it all.
Creighton Jones will hold, and Colson Lindsay, the freshman, will boot it away.
There you go.
Kicks this one up, and it is right down the middle.
Very
How about
nice.
that, Colson Lindsay? Jones with a 15-8 lead as they are 2 for 2 on scoring drives. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Another long drive, this time consisting of a lot of good runs from Clark and Harris, and then finished off with a 2-yard touchdown run from Luke DeBusk. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. They bring you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town, and they're proud supporters of Jones Athletics. 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check them out on social media or stop in and say hi. Lindsay kicks this one away. It's short, and it'll be fair caught right around the 35, 36-yard line. So Chisolm will come back out. They had a long opening drive touchdown, and then on their second drive, they picked up 9 yards on first down, but then stalled out and ended up punting on 4th and 1.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll get a healthy dose of counter power right here. Maybe a little bit of pin and pull or buck sweep, whatever you want to call it. But I imagine we'll see a whole bunch of that here pretty quickly.
Be interesting to see with both DeBusk and Cranford playing more offense, how they hang in there playing both sides of the ball a lot now.
Yeah, it'll be good. With the weather being like it is now, it really doesn't affect you too much. You know, it's that time of year you got to get the best out there.
Hamilton looking deep in the field, and it is intercepted by Carlos Hardiman.
Attaboy. Good job, Carlos. Attababy. You know, that ball sailed on that quarterback right there. Threw it up, and it just looked like it hung up there for seconds. I mean, it was up there for quite a while. And, man, this is a big point right here. If you can get up, get another touchdown, you know, that's a big deal. So, see what we got. We got the ball on, let's see, our own 40, what would that be, 43?
Pretty good field position to start out from. And this Chisolm defense, who was out there for a long drive, is back out after just a kickoff and one play from scrimmage.
Well, we call that quick change, and so, you know, for them defensively, it's going to be tough one to adjust and fix what they were trying to fix earlier.
Kale Clark across the formation, gets another handoff. Harris is the lead blocker, seals it. Clark looking for the edge, hurdles the defender to the 50. Jumps straight over Brayson Hatchell.
Man, they found something with Kale getting it outside. He's done a nice job. I mean, that's a big thing for him. With him being able to get the ball outside, I mean, I think every time he's touched it, he's got 10-plus yards on it, with that being his shortest run of 7.
Well, we always talk about Chase Pitt's speed and leaping ability. That time, Kale Clark showed off both of his.
Yep.
3 receivers to the right side, but here comes Clark again across the formation. No handoff this time. He'll go on a wheel. Hanson looking to pass, fires in the middle of the field. It is caught by Hunter Purvis, and now he's still on his feet. He'll be knocked out of bounds across the 35. There's a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if I like that.
It's going to be against Jones, so a nice catch and run from Purvis is negated by the penalty.
I don't know if I ever saw what they signaled.
I just saw this motion. I don't know.
Illegal formation, maybe. Either that or possibly running up to the line before the snap. Illegal motion. That's tough.
Going to back him up to the 45 for a 2nd and 8. They had a tough penalty in their first drive, but came back and ended up scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do the same here. Dakota Harris at the left hip of Hanson, now held motion to the right slot.
Oh, I like
Turns
that.
and fires to Pitts. Spins away from a defender. He'll be drug across the 50. Quick spin move that time. And the circle button for Chase Pitts.
You know, something you're kind of seeing here, Chisolm, anytime you motion, man, they drop way off with their corners. And so I know the Jones coaches are probably seeing this, wanting to attack the corners even more now, which is, you know, a really smart move.
3rd and 4 from the 50. 2 receivers set stacked up on each other at the bottom of your screen on the right side. Instead, a handoff to Dakota Harris up the left side, fighting for the first down.
He got it.
Looks like he's got it.
Second effort right there got him through.
Dakota Harris has that strength. That's why they like to get him out in front blocking as well, but keeps his feet moving. Jones will change out some personnel here. Hardiman back in, so is Hunter Purvis.
Yeah, it looks like Caleb Chappell at running back.
Wouldn't you like to see that coming at you if you're a defensive lineman or a linebacker?
Yeah, you know, the big thing with Caleb, I think, is just making sure he runs with low pad level. Don't stand straight up and get hit in the knees. Stay low.
Hardiman across the formation. Hansen drops back, looking to pass, looking to the left side, steps up away from pressure. Now he'll take off. He's at the 40, getting to the outside. He's got the first down down the sideline. Steps out of bounds across the 25.
Man, he is quick with his feet. You know, one thing that I think Asen has done a lot better job of, especially progressing from a sophomore to a junior, and you know, early on in his junior campaign, he had what we call happy feet and was kind of dancing around when he didn't need to. Right there, he stepped up in the pocket. I mean, great job by him. You know, not trying to run around. He steps up, then takes off. That's what you want.
Seemed to have a true quarterback ability to sense pressure coming from behind and step up away. Harris behind him is the running back here. Fakes the handoff to him. Hansen will keep it up the middle. Has some yardage. Has a first down. Gets past the safety. He's going to score.
Touchdown. Very nice. You know, I don't think that was the play. I think Coda was supposed to get it, but Asen did a great job keeping it, and Coda actually went and blocked for him, so we'll take that. Very nice.
Asen Hansen adds another rushing touchdown to his stat sheet from this season. He's thrown them and he's run them in a ton this year. And it makes it 21-8 Jones, and they'll look to add on another extra point here. Colson Lindsey's last one was perfect, even with this wind. Another one up. This one looked like maybe tipped at the line. So that one's no good, but Jones scores again, their third touchdown drive in a row. It's 21-8 Jones with 7:56 to go in the second quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Another Jones drive, another touchdown, and that one was completed with an Asen Hansen scramble for a long touchdown. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Proud supporters of Jones Athletics. Kick away from Colson Lindsey. And it's caught by Anderson. Trying to get to the outside. He's got blockers. Anderson trying to go all the way across the 40, across the 30. He's going to score a kickoff return touchdown for Jake Anderson. And Chisolm right back in it just like that.
Oh, that was what you could not have happened. That's the worst thing that could have happened. You know, you kick it, the ball sails, takes a perfect hop to the back guy. He catches it, and it seemed like every single person we had on that left side was just gone. I mean, I couldn't tell where any of our kickoff guys were on the far sideline. And you look, and we have one guy trying to tackle him with four guys on him. I mean, that's not a recipe for success. And, you know, Chisolm is not a team you can, let hang around. You've got to put them away when you have the opportunity to.
They'll go for two again and begin this funky formation. There are four guys to the left, three to the right, just two guys on the offensive line. A snap rolled in there, and the pass is knocked away. And it was Mason Templeton in coverage, so could not get the two-point conversion, and a late flag flies in as there was some bickering going on between Templeton and the receiver at the end of that play. Now, this was after the play.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though, because if they start calling unsportsmanlikes and you get two of them as a player, then you can get kicked out of a game. And so I think Jones has really got to be careful here, if they do call it on us. And here's what I'm going to say. Anytime you're away, you almost assume that it's going to be on you. And I know, you don't want to ever say or imply that it's like that, but that's something I've always been told. So hopefully it's not on us. Hopefully it's on Chisolm, but we'll see here. Yep, on us.
It's going to be on Jones, and I believe that will be assessed on the kickoff. And the referees will come over and explain that to the Jones coaches. We'll take a quick break here and be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Well, right as I said that, they decided to go out and line up for the kickoff, so we'll keep it right here. Jones get the ball back here after they gave up the kickoff return touchdown to Jake Anderson, made it 21-14. Jones still with the lead, and that penalty is assessed at the end of the kickoff, so Chisolm will be kicking from the Jones 45.
Well, here's what you got to be careful of, and look. If you look at I know you can't see it, but on the tee, he's got it set up what we call watermelon style. This is going to typically be an onside kick right here, especially then being on our 45. He's going to kick the edge of it, and it's going to spin like a helicopter.
And it does to the left side.
Oh,
Chisolm looked like they were there
what
first.
What are we doing?
And Chisolm comes up with the football. So they get a kickoff return touchdown, and now they get an onside kick made. And the decision was made for them by the penalty, giving them into Jones territory, and that's where they'll start their drive. So a chance for a big swing in momentum here. If Chisolm scores again, they could tie things up with Jones, or even take the lead with a score and a 2-point conversion. Big momentum shift. The Jones offense has been terrific so far, but Chisolm playing a little keep away with these last couple of events. Kelson Hamilton back out as the quarterback. His running back is Malachi Bennett. He's a tough runner. He'll get the handoff, looking to go to the outside. Now he'll look for a cutback lane, but Mason Templeton is there to drag him down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
And their penalty, I have a feeling they'll call holding out there on the edge on them. So.
That's a play early in the game they were going to, and they were bouncing it outside and getting 9-10 yards almost every time. That time the edge was sealed, tried to bounce it back inside, but Templeton was there.
Yeah, and our safety did, an outside linebacker. No. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So they waved off the flag. That's okay. You got them at 2nd and 12 here.
So it'll be second down after the big stat from Mason Templeton. See what Chisolm goes to here. Fakes a handoff. Hamilton steps up away, fires to the right side. That ball's right down on the grass. We'll see if they mark it as a catch. It looks like they do. They pick up a few yards. They're just barely back across the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Big play here. Big down. Typically you get trips formation here with the back on the same side. I think you got to watch out for sprint out. So the quarterback will take off running to the left with the running back lead blocking.
Hamilton takes a snap, drops back, looking to pass, fires to the middle of the field. Carlos Hardiman intercepts it again, his second pick of the game.
He may go with it.
Trying to return it.
Oh, my God.
There's a flag on the play. He's up the sideline.
Are you kidding me?
He'll be knocked out near the 40.
That is unreal.
Likely a hold on this return, but Jones gets the football back nonetheless.
Oh, man.
So the defense picks up the special teams that had a rough stretch there. couple of rough plays in a row, a kickoff return touchdown given up and an onside kick given up, but the defense takes the ball away and prevents a disaster for the time being.
Yeah, so, with this hold, it looks like we'll be back on our, 10 to 12-yard line. I don't know. You're out of the end zone. Like I said, you're on your 11-yard line. I don't think you change anything necessarily. You got 6.5 minutes left. I think you can run the ball pretty well. I think Chisolm has given you what you want offensively. I think now it's just being patient. Don't look to get it all here at once. Take your time. Go down there and score. Try to keep Chisolm off the field offensively.
Carlos Hardiman with 2 interceptions here in this first half. Hunter Purvis across the formation that time. Hanson looked to the right now, has to take off, breaks a tackle, trying to get to the outside on the right side, and he'll be dropped out of bounds. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but was corralled there by Hunter Purdue. Broke out of a sack that would have been for a loss and was able to get back to the line there, but it's still 2nd and 10, so they're behind the sticks here a little.
Man, I thought he gained yards. I didn't realize he was only at the line of scrimmage when he got tackled. Interesting.
Carter Harris, the running back, got his left hip, trips to the left, one receiver at the bottom of your screen on the right side. Hanson looking to that right side, throws this one up, looking for Chase Pitts down the sideline.
Oh, that's an interference.
Incomplete and no flag thrown. In coverage, it was Hayden Hatchell. Pitts had a step on him, but Hatchell recovered enough. Kind of tripped up his feet there right as the ball was arriving.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was a good ball. Chase running up underneath it. And to me, it looked like he got held on. His right arm got held on, but, I don't know what angle the ref had on that. So
3rd and 10 from the 11. Hanson looking to pass again. Rolls to the left. Now back up into the pocket. Steps up. Trying to gain yardage. Dragging a defender.
And he may have
He's
it.
near the first down, and he's got it.
What a great effort right there. Outstanding job by him. And, that's keeping the play alive. That's a big thing because if you try to punt right there, you maybe punt it 30 yards, maybe 40 yards with this wind. So him picking that up is a big deal.
2 receivers stacked to the right. That's Clark and Hardiman. Harris, the running back of the right hip of Hanson, and a lone receiver out left at the top of your screen. Hanson turns and hands off Dakota Harris up the middle on the left side. Not much room there.
Went the wrong way. Went the wrong way.
Gained a yard, it looks like, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Harris checks out. Luke DeBusk checks in at running back. Clark and Hardiman again look to be stacked at the right side of the formation. And a lone receiver to the left side. Hand off to DeBusk this side, up the right side, has plenty of room, puts his head down and plows across, and he's going to move the sticks again.
See, that's what Coda had the last play, except if he goes the correct direction, man, he may get the same thing. Got to be able to get our eyes up and look when we're running.
So DeBusk picks up the first down, and he'll stay in there at running back. Chase Pitts checks back into the game as well. Doesn't seem to be a true tight end in the game right now for Jones. They have a couple of, or 3 receivers to the left side, including one in the slot, and then one to the right here at the bottom of your screen. Hanson fires to the left side. It's Creighton Jones trying to get a screen going. Picks up a few yards and was brought down again by Hunter Purdue.
Yeah, looks like we got someone down. Nope, he's getting up.
That's Kel Clark. He does come up limping a little bit, but walks back to the huddle thinking he wants to stay in, but they'll take the precaution. So Hardiman will check in for him. Carlos Hardiman Couple of interceptions on the defensive side, looking to get involved on the offensive side. Be 2nd and 6 from the 36. 3:55 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Bank First of Jones. DeBusk still the running back. And there with Asen Hansen, the QB, who's thrown a touchdown pass. He's run one in. Hansen looking to the left side. Now has to roll out right away from pressure. Breaks the tackle. Still going out right. Looking downfield. Trying to get to the sideline. Stiff arm, and it's a late hit out of bounds.
That's helmet to helmet.
And now we've got extracurriculars going in. Creighton Jones stepping up for his QB.
Uh-oh.
And more flags fly in. Hansen was well out of bounds and got smashed, but his teammates went to stick up for him, and another flag flies. So now the referees will have to try to sort this out. The Jones fans certainly making themselves and their opinion known. I mean, it did look like helmet to helmet.
Well, what's going to be interesting to see is how they're going to assess the extracurricular at the end of the play, because I couldn't tell if any Jones players officially comes off the bench or if it was guys that was already out there. If you have guys coming off the bench, and there is a possibility of ejection. You know, and the same thing with Chisolm. I don't know if they had any kids running from the other side. I don't know if there's any punches thrown. So, you know, this decision that's going to be made is going to be really interesting, because it's going to have severe implications on either team regarding on, you know, if they have numbers, who was out there, that kind of stuff.
Well, I can see right now the referees are writing down the numbers of players involved in their little notebooks. Head referee there in the white hat is seemingly pretty emphatically talking to the Jones bench right now.
Yeah, that's not good. I have a feeling they're looking for somebody.
Well, you know, I mean, it's tough, right? You know, your quarterback gets a late hit out of bounds and the guy stays there. But you have to control yourself as best as you can.
Well, and it's been chippy the whole game. You know, whether it's been late hits, whether it's been pushing after the play, and you can kind of sense that something was going to possibly happen. You know, you hate that, because that's not what you want in this game. You want it to be extremely clean, and you want it to be in between the whistles. So, like I said, we'll see what happens here.
I think it's safe to say there's going to be penalties on both sides.
I mean, yeah, I think it should. I think, you know, what'll end up happening, in my thoughts, is we'll get the late hit, so we should get the 15, and then my thought is we'll have offsetting personal fouls, unsportsmanlike conducts. Not sure on ejections or anything like that, but that's kind of what my thought is going to be on this.
You do have to separate that late hit out of bounds. That's a part of the end of the play, and then the rest of it's after. So it's different. Those wouldn't offset.
All right, so here we go. So we got personal foul on Chisolm.
That's the late hit out of bounds.
Personal foul against Jones. Oh, with an ejection. So what they're saying is Chisolm got the late hit, so we get the 15 yards, and then they just came out and said that Jones had the unsportsmanlike conduct, but just Jones, not Chisolm. So essentially what that means is you're going to have basically the ball's going to stay right there as a first down, and that's it.
So the ball stays where it is at the 39. It'll be a first down and 10 for Jones. There's 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. And I think it certainly is interesting to see who that player was that was ejected on the Jones sideline.
Yeah, I'm not going to speculate or say who. That's something we'll have to look at later on.
So after all of that, it's all sorted out, and it is 1st and 10 Jones. Trying to score again. They get a 21-14 lead. Handoff goes to Luke DeBusk. Little cut back inside. Nice little juke that time, and he'll be dropped down, but picks up 4 or 5 on first. DeBusk showed a little bit of agility that time. Not a crazy ankle-breaking juke or anything, but he just sidesteps a little bit, able to make a guy miss, pick up some more yards. So picked up 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 6 from the 44. Another handoff up the middle. DeBusk had some running room, and he is going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and short for Jones, and nearing midfield. And Jones going quick here. They're already set at the line. Getting that 2 receiver stack to the right. High snap. Throws it outside to Chase Pitts. He's got the first down. Sidesteps the defender. It's going to take 3 Chisolm Longhorns to bring him down. He's just shy of the 35, or the 45 rather. But another first down for Jones. Nice composure that time from Mason Hansen to bring down the high snap and then still swing it outside in time. So they're into Chisolm territory here at the 46 for a 1st and 10. Hansen looking to pass. Double move, Chase Pitts open on the sideline. He's got the catch at the 25. Faked the curl, looked like, and then went back vertical. And Hansen dropped it right into him.
You know, we talked about earlier about this wind maybe dying down a little bit. I think we were completely wrong. It seems like this wind picked up about to 40 miles an hour.
It was nice when it lasted.
Golly, I tell you, but being able to throw in these conditions is tough, especially when it's a crosswind like this. And, you know, you can tell that ball kind of sailed just a little bit on ace, but Chase did a great job being able to get underneath it, catch it, and get down.
It's worth mentioning when he's throwing that way to the right side right now, he's throwing into the wind. Fake handoff, Hansen on the keeper, trying to get upside. Now he'll go to the right, able to redirect himself, and he'll step out of bounds. It'll be a penalty flying in near the end of the run from the back judge.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
It looks like Jones will be backed up again here. Long drive is taking a lot of time off the clock. There's 1:12 left in the 2nd quarter. Jones is in Chisolm territory, but is going to be brought back here. I believe that was a face mask on the offense.
What's crazy to me is how they. So they called. Did they call that a personal foul? Face mask? Because where the flag was thrown was right there on the 15. They backed him all the way up to the 32. I don't know. I can't tell where the mark is at. 20. I mean, it may have been a 5-yard if they're going from the.
Fake handoff to Harris. Swings out to Chase Pitts, trying to juke a defender. He'll get to the 30. Well, not much more. It's only picked up a couple of yards. And looks like Jones is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they ought to add 5 seconds back to the clock. There's about 1:01 left when he called timeout.
So it'll be a timeout as Jones tries to score again before the half ends. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 2nd and 18 for Jones. Harris in motion to the left side. They'll swing it that way.
There you go. Get up.
Trying to get upfield. I believe that's Hardiman. And there's a flag as he's down at the 25.
This must be our 10th flag of the half for Jones. And we're waving it off. I mean, okay.
I've seen 3 flags waved off in this game.
It's wild to me.
Under a minute here in the first half, 45 seconds and ticking.
We've got to go. We've got
3rd
to
and
go.
11 for Jones. They're trying to get set in a hurry here.
Come on.
Hansen making calls at the line. He'll roll out to the right side. Now he'll try to take off and run, trying to stiff arm. He'll get out of bounds. Got a couple of yards past the original line of scrimmage, but nowhere near a first down. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock at 25 seconds in the half.
Yeah, you're in a situation, I mean, I don't think you can kick it from here.
This wind is blowing, folks.
It would get pushed all the way to the parking lot, so.
Looks like
9.
Luke DeBusk will be the running back. But first, Jones is going to take a timeout and talk this one over. Big play coming here. It'll be about 4th and 8 with 25 seconds left in the first half. Come back for that on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, here we go, 4th down.
Big play coming near the end of the first half. Hansen drops back.
Oh.
Looking for Chase Pitts. He catches it. He's got a first down.
Okay, we got to get on the ball. Let's go.
Clock ticks.
We call a timeout.
Jones had one more. They'll take their last timeout.
Very nice play.
Jones will take the last timeout. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. The Longhorns lead 21-14 over Chisolm. We'll try to add on another score right as the buzzer sounds for the first half when we come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jones with the 1st and 10 from the 13, 18 seconds left, no timeouts left for him in this first half.
You know, you're in a situation where I think, you know, you throw it to the end zone, you're at the 13-yard line, I think is a great spot to be at. But if you're not, if you catch it and you land at the, let's just say the 4 or 5 yard line, you got to get up there and spike it. We can't stand around and watch. We got to get up there quick.
18 seconds left. We'll see how they try to play this. A couple shots at the end zone, or like you just mentioned, get close and then spike it. Hansen looking to pass, has to spin away from pressure, rolling out left. Now back to the right. Mendoza. Hansen will just throw it away. A lot of time killed on that, but there's nothing open. 8 seconds left in the half. Now you got time for likely one more shot, maybe 2 if it's really quick.
Yeah, you're hoping 2 plays here, but, you know, man, taking 9 seconds off of that play right there hurt quite a bit with early pressure.
We got Corey Harrison as the running back. He's a good pass protector as a running back. There's 2 receivers to the right. That's Pitts as well as Evan Collier into the game. 2 receivers to the left as well. Immediate pressure. Hansen throws this one up. It's tipped and falls harmlessly to the ground. 4 seconds left. That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, we had protection breakdown right there.
It's third down.
So 4 seconds left. One more shot here. They lead 21-14, trying to add on before we go into the locker rooms for halftime. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 2 receivers stacked to the right. Harris at running back on the left hip. Hanson looking left. He'll fire that way, looking for Hardiman.
Oh, he got that. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jones. What a throw.
That was a one-handed grab over the shoulder. What a catch. Unbelievable catch. Good throw by Asen Hanson. Wow. What a play. That's how you end the half right there, guys.
As the clock expires. And who else, right? But Carlos Hardiman has 2 interceptions already in the first half on defense. And an incredible touchdown grab there as the clock expires on the first half.
Yeah, outstanding.
He might be put up for Oklahoma Sports Network Player of the Week based on his first half alone.
I think so.
Colson Lindsey on for his 3rd extra point attempt of the day. He's made 1 and missed 1. This one's up.
Got it.
It is true. As we head into the locker rooms, Jones leads over Chisolm 28-14. The offense looking great. A couple of picks on defense from Carlos Hardiman, and he also had that touchdown there at the end of the half. Jones will try to finish it out on the other side of the halftime break when we come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Second half just about to get underway here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and the third quarter is brought to you by Dave's Driving School. They work on the skills needed to pass the state driving test, focusing on drivers' attitudes, defensive driving, drinking and driving, road rage, and cell phone use while driving. They provide the basics of safe driving at 2025 South Air Depot in Midwest City. Call them by phone at 405-229-2302. Moments away here from the second half kicking off. We had a good game so far for you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and you can stay up to date by following us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, pretty much anywhere you are. We have some social media there. You just search for the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can also download our apps. Just search the Oklahoma Sports Network on Android or Apple devices. It's free to download, free to watch. And you can go to our website at oksportsnet.com. And just keep up to date on all things Oklahoma high school sports, the 13 schools in the network, including the Jones Longhorns, who have a 28-14 lead on the road at Chisolm. After the first half, scored a crazy touchdown as time expired in the first half. A throw and catch from Asen Hansen to Carlos Hardiman. And Jones starts the second half with the ball. It's a line drive kick off the hands of Trip Riders, but then he falls on it. And so Jones will start their opening second half drive from the 35.
Yeah, you know, those of you that have stuck with us through the live stream, like what we said, we apologize for it. You know, Wi-Fi connection up here is awful. You know, we've tried multiple things, hotspots, AT&T box, nothing works. So, you know, this may end up turning into a radio broadcast. You know, use your imagination, but, you know, we'll see what the Longhorns do here.
Luke DeBusk is the running back. Asen Hansen, the QB. He's got a receiver to each side. Hands off to DeBusk, up the gut. And he's still fighting, still on his feet, and is near first down. He's going to be just short, but a 9-yard run to start the second half from Luke DeBusk.
Very nice. You know, had Chisolm had quite a few of their defenders kind of fitting on the outside, and we were able to kick them out and fold up underneath it, get a nice run for about 9 yards. That's a great way to start the half.
Jones going quickly here. Second and 1 from the 44. Another handoff for Luke DeBusk up the middle. He's got the first downer and more.
Eating them up with it. Eating them up.
Talk about Luke DeBusk running the football. Cruz Cranford lead blocking. We know what those guys can do on defense. You know the head of steam they get trying to bring down a ball carrier. Now they're using it on the offensive side. So a couple of nice runs from DeBusk. Move the chains, and they're into Chisolm territory at the Chisolm 48 here. Another run for DeBusk up the middle. Plenty of room. Bounces off the first group of tacklers, and is just shy of the 40. Call it the 38.
You know, the nice thing about that set is you've got three guys in the backfield. You've got Cruz Cranford, you got Coda Harris, and you got Luke DeBusk, who all three can carry the ball. And it's just kind of like pick your poison. Which one do you want to run at this time?
And none of the three are likely to go down on first contact.
No.
Why not run it again with DeBusk up the middle? Spins away, still battling. He's got another first down.
Oh, he's down.
Ball comes out. Chisolm thinks they have it. We'll see if they mark him as down. And Jones will keep the football and mark him down before the ball comes out. Multiple runs in a row. Good work for Luke DeBusk. He'll check out for a moment. Carlos Hardiman checks in. Trying to get the formation correct. Harris will be the running back. Three receivers to the right. And that's Creighton Jones, Carlos Hardiman, and Chase Pitts. A lot of size and speed out there. Right now, nobody to the left side. Hansen looking to his sideline. Stacked up all three of those receivers on the right side. Hansen is going to keep it himself. He'll go to the left side, trying to get the edge, and spins out of bounds. Picked up around 4 or 5 yards on first down there. Looked like that play was really all about trying to get the Chisolm defense to look towards those three receivers on the left, and then Hansen runs it on the right, and then Hansen runs it to the left.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. You know, it looked like we had a little bit of miscommunication at the running back spot. Not exactly sure what that was about, but let's see.
2nd and 4 now, swinging outside to Chase Pitts. He is hit immediately. The ball comes out.
Guys.
Was it a catch or not? There's a flag on the near side. The play is on the far side. They're going to call it incomplete, I believe.
We have got to be able to block out at receiver. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you don't block out at receiver, you are in trouble.
There's a hold called here on the near side, away from the play. So the incompletion, and now a penalty will back Jones up a bit, I believe.
Oh, man.
Hard to imagine a penalty when you get the ball out that quickly coming from the left side of your line, but that's what was seen, I believe.
Oh, I'd love to see the penalty chart tonight.
So there's a hold called on Jones that'll back them up, and they'll replay second down. But this has got him well behind the sticks here. 2nd and 14 from the 41. They've overcome some penalties so far in this game. Been able to score on every drive so far, and they've faced plenty of penalties on those drives. See if they can overcome it once more. Hansen immediately rolls out right.
Go. Give it to him.
Looking downfield, finds Chase Pitts, and he will be ushered out of bounds. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage plus a couple.
Yeah, that's a tough route to try to defend. You know, you get what we call a sprint out. You know, that play is called sprint out, and you run just a little quick out route. That's tough to defend. Corner's got to bail because he don't want to get beat deep, but then he's got to also try to keep leverage. So, nice job.
3rd and 7 for Jones here. 2 receivers to each side. Harris, the running back. Comes a man across the formation. That's Pitts. Hansen steps up. Now he'll run for it. Hansen's got a lot of room in front of him.
He may score.
Misses a tackle, and he is down all the way inside the 10. Inside the 5 even, Asen Hansen.
You know, it's something that Chisolm's doing is they're really trying to cover up our wide receivers. You know, they're getting over the top of them with 4 over 3. And so when they have more people over our receivers, the box is going to be lighter. And so you see our run game working a little bit more. You see Asen, if nothing's there, he's just taking off, right? And he's got so much speed and quickness they can't catch him.
Hansen, a handoff to Luke DeBus, looking for his
Get
second score of the day. Trying to fight
him
and
in
push.
there.
No call yet. Touchdown, Luke DeBus. His second score of the day. So Jones takes a commanding lead by scoring on their opening drive of the second half. Colson Lindsay, the freshman kicker, on for the extra point. Makes it 34-14 Jones, 9:03 to go in the third quarter, brought to you by Dave's Driving School. Lindsay trying to add on the extra point. Creighton Jones to hold. And extra point no good. Line drive that one right into the back of his offensive line. But nonetheless, Jones scores again. They lead 34-14, 9:03 to go in the third rather. Come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
And Asen Hansen scrambled to get him inside the 5, and their Luke DeBusk touchdown run, his second of the day, puts Jones up south 34-14. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Bring the best energizing drinks and smoothies in town. They're proud supporters of Jones Athletics. Colson Lindsay with a short catch, fair cut for Chisolm by Jagger Lohman, and they'll have it at the 37. And it's a 34-14 game right now, but Coach Haynes, it almost feels closer in a way, just underway here in the second half. Jones' offense has been clicking. They have given up they gave up a lot of yards on the run and a touchdown on the first Chisolm possession, but other than that, the defense has been good. And then you just got that special teams mistake, giving up the punt return or the kick return touchdown. Jones has got a commanding lead right now.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. It doesn't really feel like it. As we see counter right here, we're playing it pretty well. It doesn't really feel like we're up by 20, but we are. I think I give a lot of credit to the offensive staff right now because they're extremely efficient. Right, I think they've scored on all possessions except for maybe one, and that's what you want offensively, right? That's extremely efficient. You're scoring, putting pressure on Chisolm, and then on the flip side of that, defensively, you're making them earn every yard. You're not giving up a big play, which Chisolm lives off of.
Well, they did give up some of those big plays on the first possession, but have cleaned it up since then, made the adjustments. This is Malachi Bennett, again, not a ton of room, picks up a couple of more. He picked up 2 or 3 on each of those first 2 runs, and that's going to set up third down.
Kind of like what we were just talking about right here. 3rd and 5. Chisolm hasn't really thrown it very much, and the times they have thrown it, it's been a turnover. And so I think Chisolm's just trying to figure out what they can do, what can they, hang their hat on offensively to try to get some more yardage. They're in empty formation right here, so I'd watch quarterback power to the left.
Bennett comes across the formation, fake handoff. It's Helmanson who will keep it, and he will pick up the first down. Ball comes out at the end. Jones,
I think we may have
on top of it. Eli DeBus comes up with it, but right now it looks like they're going to say he was already down, and I think I'm inclined to agree, from this angle. So he'll move the change, and you mentioned they've turned it over a couple times. Kelson Hamilton threw a touchdown pass, an unlikely touchdown pass. 4th and goal from the 15 to the front pylon there. A crazy throw and catch on that first possession for a touchdown, and since then he's thrown 2 picks to Carlos Hardham.
Yeah, and we mentioned it early on. This wind is, just howling at about 30 miles from the south, so it's a crosswind. Makes it tough to throw.
Taylor across the formation. He has the handoff, looking to get outside. He's across the 50 into Jones territory and will be brought down by a herd of Longhorns. Clock continues to tick here in the third quarter, brought to you by Dave's Driving School. 7 minutes to go in the third. Jones with a 34-14 lead. On the road here at Chisolm, battle of the Longhorns. And so far it's been all Jones. The defense hasn't played bad by any means, but the offense, like you mentioned earlier, has just been extremely efficient, doing it with the run and the pass. But Chisolm now into Jones territory. We'll see if Jones can hunker down again. Handoff to Bennett, has a lot of space, has some blocks in front of them, but then Jones rallies to the football, and he's able to get up to the 45. It'll be third down and a couple.
Yeah, something that Chisholm's, kind of seeing. Jones at the corner and safety spot, they're off at about 8 yards, and all they're doing is running what we call pin and pull. They're pulling both guards, and they're getting outside, and they're hoping that they can get about 5 yards before the corner and safety comes downhill to make a play. And, they've had a little bit of success on it here in the second half. Look for this to be power right here on the right side.
It's 3rd and 1. Handoff to Bennett. Changes it back up the middle and picks up the first down. It was a quick cut that time. The edge was contained by Trace Sturdivant, but Bennett cut it back up the middle.
Yeah, we're getting blocked pretty heavily on the inside. We're getting washed. And when you get washed like that, it creates a gap on the inside. And the running back, he does a nice job of getting vertical. Get the foot to the ground and goes up. This is a strong power read look right here.
Hamilton looking to pass now. Steps up, fires into the middle of the field, and it's caught by Brandon Taylor. He's to the 30 before he's drugged down by Derek Templeton. Well, Hamilton didn't look very comfortable in the pocket that time, but he delivered the throw right on the money for Brandon Taylor.
Yeah, we're close. We almost get to him a couple different times right there. And quarterback makes a nice job, steps up in the pocket and gets the ball out. But, we got what we call a bunch of trips formation up top.
Hamilton looking to pass again as they're trying to get back in this game. Pump fake to the right, throws to the middle of the field, but it's batted at the line for an incompletion. Clock stops with 4:58 to go in the third quarter. Jones, we've talked about, this feels closer than it is, but it is a 20-point game, under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, so I can understand why Chisolm's going to the pass more often here. Gone 2 passes in a row, 1 complete, 1 incomplete. We'll see what to go with here. Bennett at the left hip of Hamilton. He'll get the handoff. Trying to be patient now. We'll try to cut up the middle, but not much room. He's to the 30, but nothing more.
That was a good job fitting. Defensive end did a nice job forcing it back inside. We had great pursuit by our inside linebackers right there and able to corral them. You know, the big thing with what Chisolm runs is what we call power, counter. They're specifically trying to hit a gap, and it's either going to be B gap or C gap. And you can't allow them to hit that gap because once they do, they're going to get a good chunk of yardage. And so if you can disrupt that, don't get kicked out, you're going to play it pretty well defensively.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right at the bottom of the screen. Hamilton looking to pass from 3rd and 10. Has a lot of time. Throws to the middle of the field. Has a man wide open. That's Brandon Taylor trying to cut outside, and he's got it and into the end zone for a score.
You know, we talk about eliminating the big plays, and we have no rush up front. We run right in the middle of the guy. Defensive line runs right in the middle of every offensive lineman. We don't get around it. That's a long time if you're a defensive back to try to keep coverage downfield. And, you know, when you do that, it puts a strain on you defensively. And they ran a good scheme, you know, what we call a cross pattern. And receiver catches it, and he scores.
Each time they've scored, they've gone for 2. They're doing that again here with this funky formation. Throws it outside. Hardiman's right there. In comes some more Jones defenders and able to keep him short. So no 2-point conversion, but Chisolm does get back on the board, making it a game. It's 34-20, 4:07 to go in the third on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Chisolm just got on the board with a long touchdown pass from Kelson Hamilton to Brandon Taylor. Makes it 34-20, and Jones will get the football back. Been extremely efficient on offense, and they'll get another chance here. Kickoff on line drive is fielded and then dropped. Hit back up by Kel Clark. Makes a cut. He's to the 30, trying to get outside, and he's up just short of the 35. Mark him down at the 34-yard line. That's where Asen Hansen and the Jones Longhorns will start the drive. So Jones with a 34-20 lead with 3:59 to go in the third quarter, brought to you by Dave's Driving School. We'll go back out there, and they've really had it any way they wanted on offense. We've seen the passing game work early in the game. They've gone to more of a run here of late. Both ways they've been able to get good yardage and punch it in. Dakota Harris, the running back, at the right hip of Asen Hansen. Kel Clark across the formation. He'll get the handoff on the sweep, trying to get outside, and he picks up enough. But he's right near the first down. They're going to mark him 1 yard shy, so 9-yard sweep for Kel Clark. And, they run that play a lot, but it works every time.
Yeah, you have a couple different options. You can run a couple different little blocking schemes off of it and give your quarterback that option to either give it or keep it up the middle. And it puts a strain on the defense. They've got to be right on both sides. So, it worked out great right there, and we'll take that.
They actually remarked it and did give him the first down, so it's a 1st and 10 for Jones. And play blown dead here on the snap. See what the call is here. It looks like they'll back up Jones for some sort of false start. So back him up 5 yards, back to the 39. .3:15 to go in the third quarter, and it'll be first down for the Longhorns. Well, for Jones, I should specify. Both teams' mascot is the Longhorns in this game. 3 receivers stacked to the left. Jason Hansen fires it out there to Chase Pitts, and he can't hang on. It's an incompletion.
We've had this formation a couple times now, and we've had them in it every time, and we have what we want. If we will just execute it, we have a chance to score on this. But, man, our lack of execution is killing us on that formation. Golly.
So had some issues blocking out there that time. Maybe the wind plays a factor on the pass, and it was a little out in front of Pitts. Either way, he couldn't haul it in. That'll be 2nd and 15 from the 40 here. 2 receivers to each side. Here comes a man in motion. That's Chase Pitts from right to left. Hansen looking to go downfield. Has Carlos Hardiman on the far sideline. He's across the 50 and out of bounds. Nice pickup there. We'll make it 3rd and short. Third and a couple to go here. 3rd and 3, let's call it. Harris behind. Hansen as the running back. He gets the handoff. Looking up the middle. Gets tackled quickly. We'll see where they spot it. And on that tackle, it was number 14, Gavin Smith. And they're going to call him short, so it'll be 4th down. Just on the Chisolm side of the 50. 4th and 2. With a 34-20 lead. For the moment, the offense is setting up to go for it. Strong formation. Hansen trying to get a jump. Now he'll look to the sideline. Resets at the line. 5 on the play clock. Snap the ball. Hand off to Harris. Goes up the right side. And again, it's going to be on the spot, and it looks like
He's close.
Just short, it looks like, is where they're spotting him. And so it'll be a turnover on downs. Chisolm.
I don't know how they determine that. I think you've got to try to measure it. And
No, now they
they
changed their call. PA announcer was a little quick on the button that time, and they give Jones a first down. So Harris able to get just enough.
No way. You can't do it. They've already moved the chains.
Well, the Chisolm coach came all the way out to the field.
See, no. That is awful. No, guys. There's no reason why this should be taking place. If they've already motioned it, first down, they cannot come out there and move the chains back. No. Oh, wow. I tell you.
Well, the thing for me, right, is I'm okay if officials get together and they decide, that's one thing. But the Chisolm coach coming out to nearly the logo and saying something that swayed their minds, that's what I take issue.
I'm good. Even if they measure it first thing, I'm fine with it. But now they move the chains forward, then they move them back. Guys, you're talking about 6 to 7 inches that could be changed on this. And that, to me, is a problem.
This is not an exact science, the chain gang, if you will. You have to rely on them to be placed back where they were and then move to where they were supposed to. We'll see where this ends up after they.
I mean, this is a huge part of this game. There it is, first down.
Well, Jones, after all the extra. Ends up with the first down anyway. See some animation on the Jones sideline from coaches. But nonetheless, Jones picks up a first down.
Oh, I don't mean to get all upset about that, but to me, that's not how that's supposed to work. If you're going to measure it, you measure it. And I understand it slows down the game, but if it's close, do it. Don't move the chains and then move them back.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47 after all that for Jones. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Harris, the running back, at the left hip with the quarterback, Asen Hansen. Clock will roll at 2:08 to go in the third. Hansen looking to pass. Fires down the field. Hunter Purvis makes the catch. Still on his feet, spinning away.
Nice catch.
Down to the 20.
Nice catch right there.
The young guy that's been getting involved a handful of times each game. Got a lot of speed, made a nice catch that time. Jones going quick here. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And Coda Harris to the left side of Hansen as well. Hansen looks to pass, throws it outside to Creighton Jones, who bobbled it but was able to hang on, and he's inside the 10. So nice adjustment by Creighton Jones midair there after the pass initially knocks off his hands. He corrals it, picks up some nice yardage. And another first down. He's at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal for Jones, looking to score again. Minute left now in the third quarter. Handoff to Coda Harris, trying to break it outside to the right. Hops over defender, he's in for a touchdown, and a flag flies late from behind the play.
Oh, man.
And the Jones players out there got to be careful here, not to show too much emotion. You don't want to tack on anything else.
Yeah.
Likely a hold here that will move Jones back.
I mean, you just play the next play. First down, and what? Golly. 1st and 15 now.
Yep, the ball is placed at the 15, so it'll be 1st and goal from there. Chisolm, on the first possession of the game, got a touchdown on 4th and goal from the 15, so Jones a chance to do something similar here. Hand off to Coda Harris. Bounces it outside again. Harris pulls over a defender inside the 10.
Yeah, Jones has found something, with that formation, that play, whether it's with leverage or, kind of how the defense is playing in the gaps. They found something that they really like.
Big man like Coda Harris showing off his speed as well. You got a combo of speed and power like that, it can be tough to bring you down. So it got all the way to the 6. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. Everybody bunched up on the right side. Nobody to the left side of the formation for Jones. Hand off to Harris up the middle again, untouched for a score.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome.
Blocked it up perfectly that time, and after Jones gives up a touchdown to Chisolm, they answer it right back. Makes it 40-20. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter, and right now looks like
what we've talked about, though, man, it doesn't feel like a 20-point game. It feels like a 7-point game. And I tell you what, this game feels like it's even longer up here at the top of the press box with this wind howling at 40 miles an hour.
Whew. Don't I know it. Jones going for 2 here. Hansen will roll out right, fires it for the goal line, and incomplete. So no 2-point conversion, but they gained back their 20-point lead, 40-20, 13 seconds to go in the third quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Jones Longhorns lead 40-20 over the Chisolm Longhorns on the road here at Chisolm. Colson Lindsay kicks this one away, and it will be fielded by Jake Anderson at the 25, and then blown dead as a fair catch was signaled. So the Jones Longhorns had a long drive that went through some penalties and some big plays and eventually resulted in a Coda Harris touchdown run. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. They bring you the best energizing drinks and smoothies in town. And they're proud supporters of Jones Athletics. They're at 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. You can check them out on social media. Just stop in and say hi. Great folks there at Jones Nutrition. Been a sponsor of this broadcast all season long, and they've got their money's worth with as much as Jones has been able to score, especially on nights like tonight. Hamilton will hand off to Malachi Bennett, and he is dropped almost immediately when he came flying in off the edge there. Trey Sturdivant in at the point of attack. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So a game that's a 20-point deficit but feels a lot closer. It's a good one going, and we got one more quarter to go. Put your fours up and be back for the fourth quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Fourth quarter is upon us here at Chisolm, where Jones leads 40-20, and credit to both these fan bases. They're toughing it out. It's pretty cold outside, especially with that wind, and but it's football, and that's kind of what you want as a football fan. And it's been a great game as well. Jones leads 40-20, and somehow just doesn't feel quite over with only 12 minutes left and a 20-point lead.
Yeah, no doubt. Exciting game. This is a great game for the fans. It's one of those games where it's been pretty exciting. There's been quite a bit of offense, and I know fans love offense. For Jones defense, I think they've done an outstanding job of kind of keeping Chisolm in check. There's a few times where they've gotten away from us, but we've done a nice job.
Hamilton looking to pass, fires towards the middle of the field, and that one is dropped, and a flag flies in late.
Boy, I can only imagine what this will be.
Carlos Hardiman was there in coverage again, nearly there for his third interception. It was knocked down by a Chisolm receiver, and based on Carlos's reaction, it's going to be pass interference on him. Man, he's beside himself, but he's got to reset for the next play. That's what Luke DeBusk just tapped on the chest and did, but it's good to have leaders like that, like Luke DeBusk, that can help out on the field.
If I was to set a point at yardage of penalties we've had, I would set our point at about 120 yards. I bet is what we're close to. It's brutal.
Jones DB's playing off the line, expecting pass here. Showing blitz.
If I'm Jones, I would suspect a pass down here, a little quick throw down here on the bottom.
Three receivers to the left side. Hamilton instead throws to the right side. It is caught by Brandon Taylor, and he will be brought down by Carlos Hardiman. I think Carlos had a little extra emphasis on that sack left of the DPI called on him. But it was a nice pickup, and Brandon Taylor just clearly the go-to guy for Kelson Hamilton. He's really talented.
Very talented. You know, and Chisolm does a nice job catching the football. They're, you know, really good possession players. You know, but defensive back-wise, when you get pass interference called, you naturally just kind of –
Hamilton keeper, and he's going to be swallowed behind the line.
Man, he took a hit there. I'm not sure who that was on the wrap-up. That may have been Eli DeBusk or Cruz Cranford, but I definitely saw Mason Templeton in there, and, man, he smashed him. I mean, that was a great hit. Great hit. That was a good way of playing power read right there.
Let's touch on Eli a bit. I've been very impressed with him this game. He's a guy, he's young. He's played a lot of special teams this year, been good there. He's played a lot in this game on the defensive side of the ball, and he's done really well.
Yeah, he's earned his time up there. I mean, really, no.
Bennett with a big run here near the first down.
Oh, we got
shy.
a flag.
A flag in the backfield. It's going to be holding.
Oh, thank you.
So Bennett, who is a talented running back, has shown ability to break tackles and explosiveness, but Jones has been a good job of crashing on the defensive line. That time he got a hole, and it was apparently because of a hold, so that'll back him up.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if looking at Chisolm from up here, they've got some size up front. You know, credit to the Chisolm coaches. They've done a nice job of getting Chisolm back to being extremely competitive. And I know when you're a competitive school and you're around a community that, you know, maybe having a struggling football team like at Enid, you're going to pull in some of those kids. And so it seems like they've pulled in some really good-sized line kids.
Hamilton looking for a play-action pass, and that one sails on him. Hardeman, again, was flying in on coverage anyway. It's probably better if that one ended up to the outside and on the sideline.
Yeah, that would have been a pick six pretty quick.
Carlos has played an amazing safety today. And he has a touchdown catch, too, that was pretty immaculate.
You know, you watch Carlos, and, you know, they've put him at corner. They've put him a little bit at safety. But you watch him break on a ball is really impressive. The ball comes out. Anytime that receiver makes a break, he's coming downhill on it. And he's done a very, very nice job of playing it. Been really impressed with it.
10:26 to go in the fourth, and a run for Bennett up the middle. He broke it for the first tackle, and then is brought down by Luke DeBusk there. Bring up a third down and manageable. We'll mark him down at the 43.
Yeah, so, you know, here, this is where you got to tell your defensive backs nothing behind you. So I would have their heels right there at the 40-yard line, ready to catch and, you know, be in phase with whatever tries to run past you. Because, I mean, they've got to get to the 40. They really do, and that looks like what, you know, Coach Miller, Coach Steverson has told them.
It's 4th and 18. They got to go for it here. Hamilton looking to pass deep. Blitz comes in, fires to the middle of the field. It's caught. Big hit laid by Luke DeBusk.
Guys.
But the big hit pushes him across for a first down. That's Hayden Hatchell on the catch. That was straight out of Madden when he hit stick a guy, but the wrong way. So they pick up a first down, and Hayden Hatchell paid for it, but that's what they needed. First down and 10 from the 38. 9:35 to go in the fourth. Hamilton swings to the left side. It's Hatchell again, and takes another monster hit, this time from Caleb Chappell. I am glad that I'm not Hayden Hatchell right now after those last couple of hits he took. Picked up a couple of yards, though, so it's 2nd and 8. Hatchell hanging tough. He's back on the slot on the right side. One of 3 receivers to that right side. Nobody to the left. Hamilton hands it off. No, fakes the handoff. Goes up the middle, and he will be brought down across the 30. Ran an option play that time.
Yeah, they ran power read, and we did a great job on the front side of, you know, finding it and stopping it. But on the backside, we didn't keep our responsibilities. We ran upfield. We didn't have a backside B-gap fitter, and he was able to make just something out of nothing.
Swung to the right side here. That's Jake Anderson, and he will be brought down, but he's got a first down. He's up across the 25, moves the chains.
You know, and I know the coaches down there are telling them, but Chisolm, if Chisolm scores here, you know they're going to kick an onside kick. What I saw from their onside kick a few minutes ago, or in the first half, was really tough. And you can't let these guys score on you, because anytime they try for an onside, they've got a chance to get it.
Hamilton again loses the ball. Ball's out, but it's
no.
picked up by Chisolm. That's Hayden Hatchell again. Picks up a first down, and Thomas brings him out. What a set of events there. It was an option play again, kept by Hamilton.
That's
had
unfortunate.
nowhere to go. Coughed up the football, but it landed right at the feet of Hayden Hatchell, who could turn around and run for some yardage. So now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That was a lucky break for the offense there. But sometimes that happens, and that is a great example of how football goes with life, right? Something doesn't go your way, so now you got to fight the next play. Try to make a play right here, and let's see.
1st and goal from the 5, 7:45 to go in the 4th. Chisolm trying to get back in this thing. Handoff up the middle of the Bennett. He'll be short. He's inside the 5. Maybe picked up a yard or two, nothing more.
That was a nice fit right there. Interior defensive line did a nice job of holding strong and didn't get pushed back very much. Linebackers fit in the gap really well. I mean, that was a good play.
Dorian Wiley credited with the stop there. Now he'll head to the bench for a moment. Elmod Kirby into the game. 2 receivers to the right, none to the left. Bennett at the left hip of Hamilton. Hamilton looking to pass. It's intercepted!
Go. Run!
They got a lot of room. That's Drew Thomas trying to make something happen. Still on his feet, still going. He's got nothing but green grass. Can he outrun the offensive lineman? There's a flag on the play. Taylor's trying to catch him down, and he'll be down at the 1 on the return. There's a flag at the 50, and there's also a flag at the 15. Nonetheless, the interception will stand. It's just a matter of where they spot this football.
Unbelievable. What a great play.
I was in a perfect view for that. The quarterback just didn't see Thomas. He was right there. Took it away, made the catch.
I'm not really sure what the quarterback was trying to throw, because the receiver is breaking for a slant. And, looks like they're going to wave off the penalty, which is great news. But it looked like the receivers were on a slant. The quarterback throws it out. And luckily our safety is right there and breaks on it. Goes and makes a nice play. This would be a backbreaker right here. I mean, you get this in right here, you go up 26, possibly 27 or 28, and Chisolm is just going to be reeling. They're not going to have a way to respond from that. So let's let the offense shove it in right here, and we'll get it.
Drew Thomas with an interception at the goal line. It takes it all the way to the opponent's 3-yard line. What a play. Now it's up to the offense to try to punch it in, as you mentioned, and Caleb Chappell in there on offense here. Looks like he might serve as some sort of H-back role, where we've seen Cruz Cranford a lot in this game. And right now they're all huddled around where the spot is, and there's some things being discussed.
White Hats, I think, telling them they need to cut out the chippiness. And good for him. Trying to get this game settled down, trying to get it to play the correct way, and try to get this game over with.
Chappell and Cranford both at H-back spots. Harris, the running back, behind Hanson. He'll get the handoff, up the gut, pushes through, touchdown, Coda Harris.
Very nice.
Jones takes advantage. Drew Thomas with a 97-yard interception and return, and then Coda Harris, the 3-yard run to punch it in, makes it 46-20 Jones.
Man, I may have to make Drew run a few extra sprints in the summertime so he doesn't get caught.
Well,
Looked like he got tired there at the end.
I could never do anything like he just did, but I have to say, when he caught the ball, if he just immediately sprints, I think he's gone. He paused for a second. But
you hear that term, hearing footsteps, and I think he thought someone was right next to him, and he tried to sidestep, and he did. But I thought that was an outstanding play. It was one of those things where, oh, no, yes, go. So, big credit to him, credit for the defense on not breaking on that possession.
Things are rolling for Jones, 47-20 lead, 6:37 to go in the 4th on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Colson Lindsay to kick away
Oh,
the
that's
kickoff.
a tough kick. Get
High,
there.
bounces and caught at the 25. It's Jake Anderson looking for a return, and he'll be
Nice
pushed
job.
back by Jet Bibby.
Very
Drew-
nice by Jet Bibby right there.
Drew Thomas intercepted the ball at the goal line and returned it all the way to the 3-yard line, and then a 3-yard touchdown from Coda Harris. Made it 47-20 for Jones. There's 6:30 to go in the fourth, and that scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Bring you the best energizing drinks and smoothies in town, and they're proud supporters of Jones Athletics, proud supporters of this broadcast. And they've got a lot of points up on the board to be thankful for today, including that last score, which was just Coda Harris just, running in, doing his thing after it was short yardage because of that pick from Drew Thomas.
Yeah, and I want to give a lot of credit to the offensive line right there. They've done a nice job, a really nice job tonight on making some really big holes for them.
Well, ever since they moved to that formation where you got Cranford and Chappell at the
Yeah.
H-backs both, a lot of guys, a lot of big size in that box, and it's worked. Handoff here goes to Lohman, and he will be hit hard.
Man.
Sturdivant and A.J. Rideau in on that. He's been able to pick up about a yard.
Yeah, they're hitting down there now. I mean, it's
Well, you got a big lead like this. Guys are throwing their bodies around. Clock continues to roll right to about 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. 3 receivers to the left side at the bottom of your screen for Chisolm. And one to the right way at the top. Low snap
Very
and a big
nice.
tackle for a
A.J.
loss in the
Rideau.
backfield.
Good
A.J.
job.
Rideau.
and people often ask, how do you stop? Right? How do you stop something like power read or a counter read or anything like that? The best answer for it is you got to go attack what we call the mesh point. And so wherever the quarterback and the running back meet for the ball, you got to attack that. You got to make them make a decision. And when you do that, you force them to either hand it or keep it right there in that split second. And there's typically a lot of mistakes that are made. And AJ did a great job with that.
3rd and 16 from the 25. Lohman ducks one defender, but now a herd of Longhorns will bring him down, and a flag flies in right at the end of the play, thrown right into the bundle there.
Well, I hope we didn't bail him out with a penalty right here.
It's mid-October football. It's been a great game. It's plenty chilly out here, and I might be the only person in this stadium other than the players that's not wearing long sleeves. And that was not by choice. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I think I just missed what the call was. I don't know if they called face mask or what, but, another penalty. Golly, just like I said, it puts you in a bind. But
Ball's moved up to the 42-yard line of Chisolm. It'll be a 1st and 10 for them. The clock's still rolling. Now just 5 minutes to go in the fourth in a 27-point game. See if they end up going hurry up here or just going to run their offense. Handoff to Malachi Bennett, cuts it back up inside and now to the outside, breaks the tackle. He's got plenty of room. He's to the 40, trying to be chased down. He's ushered out of bounds finally by Walker Hembry at the 30-yard line. There's that explosiveness there and some patience from Malachi Bennett.
yeah, Chisolm isn't hitting anything out of the front side. And so when I say the front side, where the play is designed to go, they're not really hitting it through there, especially this drive and the last drive. Everything has been just from what we call the back door, the back side of the play. And, credit to the running back for finding that. But defensively, we're kind of struggling fitting on our backside gaps.
1st and 10, another handoff for Bennett up the middle. And he'll be pushed back after gaining a few.
And so it seems like we're little, off-kiltered with some of our fits. It seems like, when we're trying to force it back inside, we have guys running outside. When we're trying to force it outside, we have guys fitting inside. So a little bit of confusion there. And for the most part, big credit to the defense. For the most part, we've kept them in check, but there's been some plays where we just haven't fit correctly, and they've been able to poke it out, through the backside of our defense.
Wind blowing hard here again. Handoff again to Bennett up the middle. Had some nice blocking. Cuts it back up, and he's to the 15.
Yeah, same exact thing. Hit through the backside right there. We have counter stopped over here on the left, and for whatever reason, they ran it back to the right. But they got a penalty here. It should be against them. I don't know what they would call. He was standing right next to a Chisolm kid. I don't know.
Boy, this wind has picked up here in the last minute or so. I'm sure you can hear it.
Yeah, I think this game is sponsored by Twister.
Should have been.
Good Lord. This is unbelievable. I don't know how cars aren't flying away. We're not flying away. It really is unbelievable.
And we do apologize for the video issues with the stream, and the wind has played a factor in that as well, knocking some connections loose and things like that. Doing our best to keep it as stable as possible. But
so we got unsportsmanlike on Chisolm and unsportsmanlike on Jones.
And then
so it should be. Did they add one more to Chisolm?
That's what it seemed to be. Unless he was saying that they were offsetting.
See, you got to be careful. You get someone with two of them, that's ejection.
And then they have to miss the next game as well.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a huge deal, especially at this time of the year. You can't have kids missing games.
So it looks like the penalty's offset, so it'll remain 1st and 10 from the 15 where that ended, or because I believe possibly it was deemed after the play. Because if it was during the play, would they not have to replay the previous down? No, they're keeping it at the 15 here for a 1st and 10 after the offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties. Chisolm will try to punch it in. 3:45 to go in the 4th, down by 27 points. Trying to get back on the scoreboard. Hamilton went for a hard count, did not get a jump. And now Chisolm will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Jones rolling their lead 47-20. 3:36 to go in the 4th on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
What's the score of that?
Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes back on the Oklahoma Sports Network after the Chisolm timeout. 47-20 lead for your Jones Longhorns.
Wow. Okay.
Big-time performance here today against a very tough conference opponent, or district opponent, rather, in Chisolm. They had 5 wins on the season. Jones with 4 coming into this one. And they've got similar schedules to end out the rest of the regular season. So this is a big game coming in, and Jones right now in the driver's seat. We'll see what Chisolm can put together in this final 3.5 minutes. Hamilton will hand off to Bennett. He's got a hole on the right side, but it closes quickly, and he'll be pushed back. And Jones got to be careful not to get a penalty at the end of this. And they don't. Kirby was there, as well as Hardiman. A couple of others really rallied to the point there.
Yeah, we got, checking on some of these scores, we got a really interesting game going on in our district right now. You got Perry up 28-20 over OCS right now in the fourth quarter, and that's a big game, especially with our playoff seeding. And so if I'm correct, if Perry does end up beating OCS and we beat Chisolm tonight, then that gives us a great chance of being second in this district now.
Jones, of course, has a victory over Perry, and they'll face OCS later in the season. Trying to get to the outside and
Nice
being
fit.
slung down as the running back. And
Man, that was a nice fit by Creighton Jones, coming downhill from the safety spot. That, it's you hear people talk about becoming alley fitters, and so Chisolm runs what we call pin and pull outside, and you've got to have people fitting from the inside out. And Creighton did an outstanding job of coming downhill from about 8 yards, fitting inside out of the running back and makes a play. I mean, that's an outstanding job by him.
Well, I mentioned it early in the broadcast, but that's a guy that contributes on offense, defense, and special teams as the punter and holder. He literally does it all for this team. Empty backfield here, a low snap, but Hamilton gets it off, and it's through the hands of his intended target, Manu Smolinski. I'm glad I got to say that name. I saw it on the chart while doing prep, and I really wanted to be able to say that's a fun name.
Well, something interesting here. Chisolm's had some problems with the snaps here lately, and I think that's a big credit to the Jones nose guards. Whether it's Ahmad Kirby, Caleb Chappell, Dorian Wiley. I know Cruz plays a little bit of nose, but he's been playing a lot of end tonight. Big credit to our nose guards tonight. It looks like the center's been having some trouble with the snaps because of their ability to get after them.
Jones is going to call a timeout here with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the fourth. Leading big, 47-20. We'll step away for a moment on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Back on the Oklahoma Sports Network after the timeout, it's Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes bringing you the action. Jones has been very successful tonight on offense. They've scored possibly every time except maybe once, and on defense they've had 3 interceptions, including a 97-yard return interception by Drew Thomas. That was really the dagger in this game. Hamilton looking to pass here, trying to put points on the board for Chisolm near the end. Fires for the end zone, and it's overthrown, intended for Brandon Taylor. Hardiman again in coverage, who has 2 of those 3 interceptions.
Turnover on downs right there. Good job defense. I mean, you could count that as a turnover right there. And so I think Jones has had, 5 turnovers as far as, stopping Chisolm twice on downs, and then, 3 picks? I mean, that's outstanding defense. That's awesome.
Well, they've only given up 2 touchdowns. Chisolm has 20 points, but one of those scores came on a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yep.
That was their second score of the day.
Well, I'll say this. I really hope Coach Durrell's got a run called here. And just for my sake and our sake up here, because my eyes are swelling up with dirt from the little parking lot behind us. So hopefully we get a run play called. Chisolm doesn't call timeout. We can call this a game here pretty quickly.
Hanson's the QB and Coda Harris the running back. There's 5 set out to the right. Everybody's to the right side. And it's a handoff to Coda Harris. He'll bounce it to the right side with plenty of blockers. Breaks a tackle, still going. Up the sideline, he's still going inbounds. Knocked out near the 50. How about that? Coda Harris flexes for the cameras.
Good run. I mean, we had more people over there on our side than what they had. They tried to match, but when they matched, they had a guy 10 yards back, and he ran himself out of the play. So a lot of credit to the Jones offensive coaches. They found some stuff here in the first and second half that Chisolm just can't line up to very well. It puts their defense in a predicament, and man, we've been able to run the ball at will against them tonight. That's been great. And look at there, victory formation, my favorite.
Clock continues to roll. It's under 1:10 now left in this game, so one or two kneels here, and Jones will officially have the victory. And, you know, you look at the defense and you see those 3 interceptions, a couple of turnovers on downs, and it really brings you to that. But the offense, maybe they didn't have crazy big plays. You know, their big plays were, you know, maybe 20 yards at most, other than that one that we just saw from Coda Harris. But it was just consistent, and it was effective and efficient all day long.
You know, and you said the word right there, efficient. I mean, efficiency offensively is great, and I'm really proud of the way the kids came out. I thought the kids caught the ball extremely well on the edges. I know there was a couple times where we didn't, but we caught the ball extremely well on the edges. We ran the ball at will. I mean, I bet we averaged 6-7 yards per carry tonight, which is really good. Chisolm's got a good team, got a good defense. But I really think our kids did a nice job of showing up and not letting Chisolm get what they want. We were able to dictate what we wanted early on. So that was awesome.
Jones dominates this one, 47-20, the final score. Again, it's just complimentary football. Special teams had a couple of mishaps, but the offense and the defense were extremely efficient, really, on both sides. They controlled the ball. And a big-time win here for Jones. They improved to 5-2, and based on how some other games in the district go tonight, and, you know, there are some interesting scores right now, Jones, by the end of the night, could be in a very favorable spot to be in that top couple of spots come playoff time.
Yeah, in a great spot. And, you know, looking at it, one of the big things tonight is if you win, you want to try to get as many points as you can, up to 15 points. And so Jones got their 15 points. That was really important for them. That helps out in case there's ever any tiebreakers. But looking at some of the scores tonight, there may not be any. But you know what? Every week you got to take care of your job. You got to do your job. Kids got to show up and execute what the coaches have in front of them. And that's how you control your destiny. But you want to help out your way any way possible, and they did that by getting their 15. So I thought that was a great win. Like I said, offensively was really good. Defensively was really good. Special teams, you know, wasn't the best night, but it's something that they've been really consistent of doing a good job this year that I know they'll right the ship. So, you know, excited to kind of see how they're going to change that up here pretty quickly and ready to get that going.
Well, it's been cold. It's been windy. The stream has had some issues, but it was a great game, and the Longhorns of Jones come out with a big-time win, 47-20. For Coach Grant Haynes and everybody here at the Oklahoma Sports Network, I'm Zach Reynolds saying,